Okay, last thing. You can do a hot take if you want, or just a regular take. I don't care.
Hot take.
Some cool updates to Fortnite and GeForce Now, leveraging.
Yeah, so Unreal Engine 5.1 showed up with Fortnite Season 4, and I'm up on all this because I play the game not really. My kids play the game.
I'm an avid getting now.
My daughter specifically plays a lot. Her and her friends play. It's a great way for her to connect with some friends that she doesn't get to go to school with anymore because they go to different middle schools now. And so, she plays it, and it's something her and I get to play too.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things like I would play with her on my iPad a lot because it was pretty good on iPad. It ran pretty well, and you had gyro, and it's like, cool, I can play, and I can feel pretty competitive in here. And cool thing about Fortnite is Fortnite's Fortnite. There is no Fortnite mobile. It's everybody plays together.
Are you a builder?
No.
Yeah.
I hide.
I don't get it. That freaks me out. I can't play with those people.
And so my daughter builds the way I would like to. Like if I played that game more, that's how I would do it. She only builds to get herself somewhere, or if she's taking fire immediately,
defensive,
a little thing, she'll pop up, walls and a ramp around her real fast. But that's about it. And it is smart because it allows you just enough time to figure out where the gunfire is coming from and what to do and to plan an escape route. I would like to learn that. My goal is one day to learn that, but I'm no good at that now. I don't even think about when somebody's shooting at me. My first thought, I'm shooting back.
Yeah.
I'm going to move, and
that's because we play battle royale games all the time,
and so I just go into that mode. But anywho, so she plays it a lot, and so last night, she was like, "Have you seen the new updates and the graphics?" And she plays on Switch, and it does look better on Switch, but they obviously can't take advantage of everything they've done with this new Unreal Engine stuff. And so PC, Xbox One X, and PlayStation 5, I think, are the only ones that get all of these upgrades. And boy, oh boy, it's a lot of upgrades. I mean, if you search the internet right now, like while I'm talking about this, you run a search real fast if you want to for Fortnite Season 4 best looking game. And there's tons of gaming outlets been like, is Fortnite like the best looking game you can buy or play right now? Like, this is ridiculous. And I mean, it's all these small touches. It's the way the light comes off the sun, because in Fortnite the sun kind of passes over through you round, so it's dark sometimes and it's dusk and it's morning and all that kind of stuff. And so like I was showing her, I plugged in my Acer the 516 GE to our 4K television and was playing GeForce Now and letting her play with a controller. So she's sitting back and playing just like she normally would, except it's in full resolution and she's getting all of the graphics. And so she just kept stopping and looking like, wow, look at that. I mean, it was just
and then she
gorgeous
died.
stuff. Like the way the light would reflect off like ice and in these different spots. And she got to the top of this hill and the sun was setting, and it's all that ray tracing stuff, and all the way the light affects everything, and it is so gorgeous of a game now. And it was so cool that I was able to show that to her on a Chromebook.
Right.
Like, hey, put your gaming device down. Let me get my Chromebook out and show you what this technically can look like. And first she was like, oh, okay, I'll look at it. And when she saw it was like, oh my god. And so she got done with that match, and I was like, I'll show you one more thing. So I unplugged it and just set the Chromebook in her lap, so because my TV is not 120, it probably is like advertised at 120 hertz, but for actual gaming and stuff, it registered at 60, and so she got to see the 120 hertz with the quad HD right there in her face, and with the controller, and it is just, man, it's something to look at. I tell you, it's really beautiful. And to see it not just work really well, like it runs. I put a post up on how you can do this. Like, there's some settings you got to do. You got to let it reset Fortnite, and then once you turn it off and you go to your next rig, because you're not going to log into the same rig next time, you're gonna have to do it again for right now. My guess is for the RTX 3080 account holding people, because it runs perfectly fine there. They're probably just waiting to see how it's going to work before they go turn that on for everybody. That'll just be because you can
default.
You can let GeForce Now set your settings. And so when I logged in after this update, I was like, I mean, it looks good. I think Fortnite's looked good on GeForce Now for a while. I was like, I don't see a huge difference, because Josh here in the office was like, have you looked at Fortnite lately? And I was like, I've been reading stuff, but let me look. And I was like, I don't know. And so then I looked it up, and a guy showed, like, on GeForce Now, here's how you can get these settings. So you do a couple things, it restarts, and then you can turn on everything. And I was like, it's going to drag and probably not going to be that great.
We should do a short on this.
Not any problem at all. Like, and the guy in the video turned everything up to like high. I was like, well, screw it. If we're going to do it, let's do it. So I turned everything up to epic. No problem. Wow. It just ran at 120 frames, and it's just like it's almost distracting at this point. Like, it's so gorgeous. Like, you just find yourself looking at it like, oh God, I'm supposed to be shooting people. Like, I forgot what I was doing. Like, it's beautiful, just a beautiful game. And then just this really cool example of like people that want to hate on cloud gaming. That's fine. Do whatever. It's not for everybody, but for someone like me who doesn't want to go buy a $2,000 gaming device, I don't want to spend. We've got a couple Switches and a Oculus or whatever, a Meta Quest 2. Or like the kids love gaming on those things. I don't want to go spend $600 or $700 and have to hunt down an Xbox and buy some extra controllers and all this stuff for my kids to play Fortnite on, because that's what they're going to do. They're not going to go play a bunch of games. They're going to play Fortnite on it. And so it's like, well, that seems really silly, especially when I could pay $20 a month and here's your Chromebook and you could play Fortnite as long as you're at home and on a decent connection.
Right.
Play Fortnite wherever you want to. I mean, heck, you can play it on your phone now with GeForce now. It's got all the touch controls just like Android did. So it's not just like on-screen random touch controls. Like they worked with it. It's the Android touch controls that you can edit like mobile. It's super crazy. But you can get all the benefits of the high-res cool stuff that you're getting on, on a PC. Cool update, and cool that right now the best tool I've got to take advantage of it's a Chromebook. Yeah. And any Chromebook would look great with it. It really would.
Will it work on a Chromecast? I can't remember.
I haven't tried GeForce Now in a little bit.
It works on the Shield, obviously. But
there's an app. The only problem I ever had with it was there was lag in the controller input.
That's what it was.
Oh, Every time I tested it, there was lag, and I'm like, well, until that's gone, this is not a thing.
Let me use one of my 4 Stadia controllers on GeForce Now and get rid of the lag.
On your Chromebook, you can just plug the USB-C and you can use it just fine. Yeah. It works great. But they need to do some sort of firmware update over USB-C and basically unlock the Bluetooth mode.
Which there's been talk about it, but Google hasn't said anything about it.
They should do that instead of making
Google's like, we gave you your money back. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, these are environmentally like this is one.
They're trash.
One wired controller now,
right? But you can make one software change and probably coax people because it's a great controller and coax people into keeping it, and using it. And so I did use it the other day for a gaming session at home. I was like, I don't have a controller, and I'm forcing myself to use controllers. I'm trying to make myself learn. So I went up to Landon's bedroom and grabbed his Stadia remote, and I was like, I hope this works, and plugged the USB-C in and worked just fine.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to throw one in my bag and just let that be with a C controller. Let that just kind of be my controller, because when I play at home, I set the Chromebook in my lap and hold the controller.
How, are the steps concise enough that we could do this in a short?
It would take a little bit more editing. Yeah, but
that's fine. Yeah.
It's pretty.
I was just gonna say let's do that, and we'll put it out, and that way we can link to it. So if people want to see the steps and see how to do this, and we can show a little bit of gameplay, that could be a cool, a little short form video. So we'll make sure to link that. But very cool stuff, and I don't play many games, but I even was like looking at it, like the water, the reflections on the water and stuff. Now I was like, oh my god,
the water reflects the actual land around you. Sydney got into like a bathroom and had like kind of messed up mirror, like like an old mirror would be, like it was almost just more metallic than glass. Yeah, and like it had that look to it, and the reflection of her character, even when she was doing like an emote in it, like.
Wow. It's cool.
How are you rendering all of this stuff in real time? Like,
it's unreal.
Yeah, like an engine of Unreal.
Wow.
like a whole engine.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this clip of the Chromecast podcast. If you want to see the full episode, it's linked down in the description. But if you like this content, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Go down there, click subscribe, and click the notification bell. Don't kick it.
I like to ring it.
I like kick it.
You're not really ringing it. You're clicking it.
Yeah.
I just imagine Joe, San Francisco Joe.
They should add a little. They should add a little sound.
I think current Gen Joe might hurt himself with
that. Probably.
It's a bit more limber than
current Gen Joe is probably a result of San Francisco Joe.
That's why my back hurts all the time. All right, appreciate you all watching. we'll catch you in the next clip. Bye-bye.